Good morning, it's Heather with a definitely R-rated DIY. And this video is going to supersede like 4 that I already have made because I just fucking can't with this house. So I have this cabinet that I made. I don't know if you remember, there was a big teacup cabinet in the dining room at TJ's house, and it was a little too deep. And every time he walked past it, he would hit his shoulder on it. So I made another one, and I cut it down so it would be more narrow, like depth-wise. The doors are in the garage. I haven't finished the doors. I have to get the glass made for them. So I want to hang it on the wall, but it needs studs. My antique teacup collection goes on it. Not to mention, it's really old recycled wood. This is probably, I'm going to say it's 30 or 40 pounds. So I can't find studs in the wall of this house. I found one, which I think might be a stud. And then I used my stud finder, which told me that there were studs all along the wall. I got a little overzealous with my drill, and then I got pissed. I was sending pictures to TJ. I'm like, 16 on center, 24 on center. There's not a fucking stud in this wall. And the stud finder keeps telling me that there are studs. I said, I'm about to cut a fucking hole in this wall. And luckily, my drywall saw is out in the garage. I'm like, got a hammer. Give me that fucking claw. And I start popping this insulation. There's insulation coming out of the holes. They're obviously not studs. A couple of holes don't have insulation coming through. But I'm drilling and I'm like, it feels like a stud, but it's not. Well, I figured it out. I can't. A contractor owned this house prior to the people I bought it from. And apparently he loves his house so much that he's, drives by regularly to see progress and just to see it and stuff. Well, I don't know. Maybe he just drives by for the fucking amusement. Okay, I'm going to take a second. I popped the claw through. There's insulation here. Okay, this is wood. I didn't put stud. I wrote wood because I can stick my finger behind it. It feels like tongue and groove. At first, I thought he had the studs turned the wrong way because the wood is this way instead of this way. It's like a thin, like tongue and groove. It's not, there's more wood behind it, but there's a fucking 2-inch gap between it. I can put my hand in there. That is not a stud. What? Why? How? Could I use a 4-inch screw? Probably, because then I'll go through both layers. What I'm going to do is this. I put a 1x3 on the back of this originally when it was, when I first built it. So now what I'm going to do is I cut another piece of 1x3 and I'm going to screw it to the studs on the wall. So that way this is going to, and it has to go to the ceiling because this is 46 inches deep. Why is there a footprint on the wall? That's like a little kid's footprint. Anyway, the ceilings are 7 feet. If I put this all the way at the ceiling, it comes down to here. Like, it's going to be like a waist high cabinet for teacups. And I can't make it smaller because I have like 40 teacups. So I want to get this flush with the ceiling, and I'm going to hang the 1x3 through the studs on the wall. I have to get the exact measurement. I can't see anymore. I think I'm actually going blind. I have to get the measurement because it's not 2.5, and I need to get the measurement of this so that this is going to rest on the board that's going to be hanging in the studs. And I'm still going to screw through here. But the piece that goes underneath will also be screwed to the wood underneath, which will relieve. It will relieve the weight and the pressure of just having this screwed in. I'm nervous. I don't want to screw a 40-pound shelf cabinet. And that's 40 pounds without the doors and the glass. Plus the weight. The teacups aren't heavy, but 40 of them. And I don't want this thing to come crashing down. So it'll relieve the weight by having it rest on a ledge. And then I'm also going to use 4-inch screws so I can get all the way through to the second layer of wood with the gap in the middle. I just don't know what the fuck. And it's 10 o'clock. I was supposed to be at work at 8:30. I got to drive a half an hour to TJ's to pick up Christine and the trailer, empty the truck. And then drive another 40 minutes. I'm not going to get to work till noon. I just need to go to work, and I can't because now I started this. I went down the rabbit hole. I don't even want to fix this. I'm just going to hang the fucking cabinet over it. I mean, maybe I'll fix it when I paint. I'll just fucking paint around it. That's just my one small project. No, this is not a project. I'm hanging a cabinet. That's not a project, but it has very quickly become one. How is there not a stud? Whatever. Questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Wait until you see the other videos I have coming. One of them is more of a rant and then a discussion on the projects that are upcoming for you guys to check out. Yeah. Have a great day.